So before we get started, let me just say for those who are just tuning in, this is a live stream. This is a relatively new YouTube channel. I do usually stream on Reddit, and I've started doing YouTube recently, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm going to keep doing this content. Subscribe and make sure you also hit the bell to get notified when I do my streams. I do announce on Reddit and Discord ahead of time when I'm planning to do the stream, but you can also get notified by hitting that bell. So, let's get started. And just to explain, wow, it's really noisy around here. Let me get walking. I usually walk around a new place around Tokyo every weekend. I'll finish after the sirens pass. Okay. I stream around a new place in Tokyo every weekend, exploring different parts of the city, answering questions, just like this. Oh, you said it's crisp. Good. I'm glad the connection's good. How's the sound? I'm hearing that the video quality is good. So we were having some issues earlier streaming this area. So let me know if you start seeing a lag or some connection issues, and I'll get out of here. I just figured since we're here, we'll just do a quick walk around. But it did seem like there was a dead zone around here for Wi-Fi a few minutes ago. So just tell me if it starts dropping in quality or if things start looking bad. I have a walking plan today. I don't always have a plan, but today I do. We were looking at this one on the Reddit stream. I like that copper exterior a lot. Oh, you said the quality went down a little bit? Okay, keep me posted on the quality. I'm gonna try to pass through here because it's the only place where the shops are open right now. And if it gets really bad, I'll just speed through and get out of here, but I want to just do a little bit.すみません。あ、すみません。撮影しても大丈夫ですか？はい。撮影しても大丈夫ですか？もういいですよ。はい。もう片付けてます。はい。I just。はいはい、ありがとうございます。はい。はい、ありがとうございました。全然どうぞ。I just, while I was talking to her, I bumped my head really hard on this light right here. So I was kind of distracted. I slammed my forehead right into it. Oh wow, look at this. Booty. Must look really different on YouTube than it did on Reddit. How big he is. Look at this guy right here. Poor guy, I'm sorry. I can't save you. You want to see those crabs again? Actually, I bumped my head yesterday too. But that was even worse. I bumped it on like inside the bus. Ooh, we can see better now. Otoro? Is it? Chutoro. Chutoro? Oh. About $5,000, but $50 for the chutoro. Ah, 大丈夫です。ありがとうございます。すみません。はい。どうもありがとうございました。He was asking me if I'm gonna buy it. I would love to buy it, but not while I'm streaming right now. How's the connection right now? Yeah, fatty tuna. Otoro is the fattiest tuna there is. Connection's good? Here's our dog again, he's still here. Connection smooth? Good. I like his little jacket. I was mentioning this on Reddit already, but this is a common thing when a shop is new, when it just opened. All the friends, partners, suppliers will send flowers, and it's like a, congratulations for opening the shop. It's a nice gesture, but also it kind of acts as like an advertisement. People see it and they see, oh, new shop, and they come and they stop and look. This is like the only section right now that has the open shops, so that's why I'm just taking some time to film here slowly. And we're going to keep moving to another area. But anyway, thought it'd be cool just to show a little bit of that. Everything is usually pretty active here, especially in the morning, but it's a Sunday, it's almost 5, things are shutting down. Not the best time to come film shops. The benefit of doing these streams on Sunday is that it's convenient for people, but the downside is that a lot of shops are not always open on Sundays. You want me to show the same guy? It's not, I can't scare you guys this time, but I'll do it again, why not? I'll have to find another opportunity to surprise you guys with the close-ups. There he is. There's actually 2 of them. He has a twin. I saw his twin over there. You can see here in the distance on the Reddit stream, we went to this big, really big Buddhist temple. That's the temple there in the background. Oh, was the other one masked up? I didn't notice he had a mask on. I guess his brother doesn't care. Okay, let's get moving. Like I said, this is normally a really active area, particularly in the morning when you're buying fresh seafood. Pretty quiet and gloomy right now. But it's also kind of a unique perspective, I think, that you can see of it when things are kind of shut down and quiet, solemn, kind of gloomy sky. This is Tsukiji market, so it used to be the biggest seafood market in the world, like 2,000 tons of 450 different species of fish coming through every day. Absolutely massive. It recently, 2 years ago, was relocated to another area not too far away. Also the biggest seafood market in the world. I'll have to go there sometime and do a stream. If you come here, they still have lots of seafood, sushi and sashimi, but it's better to come as early as possible in the morning. You don't really want to come in the afternoon, or you can, but you'll get the freshest in the morning, the best experience. Don't come on a Sunday at 5 like I am. I'll do another stream here in the future to get more of the atmosphere. So we're about to walk through the area that might have been the dead zone. So if it starts getting choppy, just let me know. And I want to ask you guys, do you want to keep moving on my planned path, or do you want to go back to the shrine that we did for the Reddit stream? I'm happy to go down and look at the shrine again, but if you want, we can just skip it and keep moving. Let me get a vote. Okay, if you saw it on Reddit, that's fine. I can always go back another day. Let's get moving. Let's go to a new place. Okay, I hope there's no dead zone. I'm about to walk right through the same place. So if it does get choppy, just bear with me for just a few minutes. As I was trying to show you, the good thing being here when shops are closed is you kind of get a glimpse of the shutter art. The shutters that are shut, you can see the artwork on them. Be able to see if it was all open. It's okay, just stick with it. Stick with it. We're almost through it. Okay, how about now? Are we better? How's it now? Better? Good, okay. Wow, so now we know. That area right there is a dead zone. So if we do another stream here, I'll just avoid that one spot right there. Okay, let's keep moving. Cool. So we confirmed it. That is a dead zone after all. You can see all the different types of fish here. We can learn a little bit of kanji. So this is saba. Saba is mackerel. That's one of my favorite fish. Saba. Then we have maguro, which is tuna. Tai, I forgot what Tai is. Maybe whitefish. Tai might be whitefish. Maguro again. Sawada. Sawada. What is sawada again? I forgot what sawada is. Tai, and then iwashi. Iwashi over there is iwashi is sardine, right? Sometimes I mix it up. Yes, mackerel is the best, right? And then unagi is in the back over here. Unagi is eel. That's eel. Okay, let's get going. I don't want to lose connection in here. Whitefish. Okay, yeah, Tai is whitefish. Thanks for that. I thought so. Sometimes I mix up the names, Tai and booty. I think booty is yellowtail. We were looking at earlier at the beginning of the stream, the guy had otoro and chutoro. So otoro is the fatty salmon. I'm sorry, fatty tuna? It's not salmon. I'm just looking at salmon right now. Otoro is the fatty part of the tuna. And then chutoro is the kind of middle fat. And then akami is the red, like lean meat. Yes, mackerel is kind of the unsung hero, I agree. so quiet. It's like a ghost town. All right, let's move along my path, my planned path. Wow, look at this vintage poster here of Kabuki. I don't know if it's vintage. It's actually probably really new. It looks vintage because it's all ripped up and old. It's actually probably really new. It's, February 26, 2021. This is, it's a new poster. I was hoping it was one of these kind of old ones that are still around. Hey, look, it's our friend's brother. It's his twin brother. He even has a mask of himself. Look at that. His mask is him. What if you had a mask of your own body, like your own face? All right, let's get moving. So that was a small little glimpse of Tsukiji. You know, like I said, it's a much more interesting place to adventure around in the morning time, see all the activity, get some sushi, see people buying fish, fresh fish, lots of stuff on display. All these shutters are shut, so it's not that interesting, but you know, it's like I said, it's a different face, different perspective that you might not normally see when you visit Tokyo. Quiet Sunday, early evening. All right, let's move. Let's move on. Yeah, so there still is shops, even though the market moved. We still have all of the seafood restaurants, still busy place. I don't know how they've been doing during COVID, but I think it's still active place. Look at the building on the right. This one? You want to see that one? It looks like a building in a video game that hasn't fully rendered. Or like a poor quality resolution. You guys remember when we saw that place that was doing the cheap haircuts with the vacuum haircut place? It's this one over here. QB House. That's where you can get the vacuum haircut. There you go. That's the Tsukiji market area over here from a distance. Sadly, all the shops are closed right now. Otherwise, that would be a pretty interesting stream. You watched a video on QB haircuts? That's awesome. How was that? Yeah, they take like a vacuum and they put it on your head and they just like, it's like a razor and they just clean you up really cheap, like $10. The street down there would be pretty cool to film, but I'm not gonna go back. There's a pretty neat looking street. This would probably be great for still photography. If you were to go, yeah, Floby, yeah. If you went down there, it looks like a lot of little shops underneath that little roof right there. Be a great place for some still photography shots. Maybe another day. No, that's not it. There is, somewhere around here, there is like this really tall, hang on, let me see if I can find it. There's like a massive building around here. Check my map. I think we're pretty far from it now though. Yeah, it's directly behind us. Maybe we can see it later when I have a better view. Connection still good? Oh, I went totally the wrong way. My map tricked me. Sorry, guys. You know how sometimes we're using the Google Maps and it faces the wrong direction for a while and then it starts like hovering over the map? That just happened to me. I went out of the way. I thought it felt like I was going away from my destination. Yeah, I'll do a bike stream someday. Hey, by the way, here's our friend again. He's everywhere. Yeah, I know. I'll get the wind muff for the mic eventually. Someone told me they like the wind sound though. Obligatory vending machine close up. Colonel Sushi. Let's not spend too much time. We're already 30 minutes in, and I haven't even hit the first part of my planned walk. First 25 minutes went by fast. Are most titles store names in Tokyo in English? No. Only in like touristy places and central areas, but you can find the English name. Like there's always the Romaji. You can type it in easily on Google. He's back. The Tuna King, Colonel Sushi. He's around every corner. I had to do that, even though I'm wasting time and wasting battery. I had to do it. Do you guys remember that old movie, Kung Pao? That was like that old Chinese dub movie. I feel like I just reminded myself with that voice of the main antagonist in the movie. My shirt is red. Now my shirt is blue. I never really look up that often for you guys. But you know, Tokyo is a place where you have to look up a lot. Because not just to see the beautiful sights of the skyscrapers, but also sometimes the restaurants you're looking for are above you. It's a vertical city in some places. And you can easily miss a great restaurant that you might end up going to a dozen times. Of course, the name of the shops are usually on the ground, but sometimes just looking up you can see things that you might not have noticed before. Not in an area like this. This is mostly just like buildings and stuff, but what height do I hold the phone? I just kind of move around, so I can't really say shoulder or chest. It just kind of goes up and down, depending. Someone once made a comment that said like I look really, really tall when I pass people, but what I'm trying to do is not film like people's faces really close sometimes. So I will lift my camera above their head to try to avoid that. But then when you're watching it, it looks like I'm like this massive giant hovering over people. Someone said here that they're an architect. That's awesome. I'm not an architect, but I do appreciate architecture, especially in this city and other places. So I'll try my best to show you guys some of the architecture of the city. The architecture always is really fantastic when you see it during golden hour in this city. That's when it's really at its best face. You can see the beautiful golden light cast alongside of the buildings, and the buildings are usually kind of bluish green. This glass that they use is usually kind of like a bluish green color. And when that goldish yellow kind of orange light is cast across the city, it's really gorgeous. Really complements the city. Especially when you're up in a tower or on some kind of elevated area and you can see it from like the whole city view from the distance. Okay, so this is the first place I wanted to stop at. This is a kabuki theater. It's a famous kabuki theater in Tokyo. Kabuki is a an old traditional art you might be familiar with. It's an old theater style in Japan. Very classic. If you see pictures of kabuki online, you definitely recognize it. It's very kind of a typical Japanese image when you see any kind of these images of Japanese culture. You might recognize them. People go yo, like that really loud yo sound, like the sound of the wood slapping together. This is where they have that kind of theater. Look at the building behind it, by the way. Wow, when old meets new. Look at that. I was gonna go on the other side of the street, but I think you get a pretty good view of it from right here. I don't think it's necessary to go over there. Let's keep moving. There might be some cool stuff to see. Yeah, why not? I'll go a little bit further. Right, it's kind of like opera. Good point. If I was closer, you would see some of the faces of the kabuki, but I think it's okay. Let's skip it for today. It's getting a little bit more active in this area. So you see what I mean? Earlier I was telling you, like, you have to look up. So you have all of the restaurants down here that show you like what's inside the building. But if you're like, let's say you're across the street or something, and you're trying to find something and it's really crowded or whatever, if you don't have the time or the chance to look there, you can also see all of the names are listed, you know, on the side of the building, all the way up. So you can see it from like across the street or down the street. That's why I said you have to look up a lot in the city. Yes, Ginza is kind of a expensive area for shopping and also for living. Not kind of, it is. It's like a really ritzy kind of posh area. As you can see, very nice pavement, very nice sidewalks. I'm trying to keep an eye out for nice architecture now that I have an architect on the stream. That's exciting. I want to show you all the beautiful architecture in the city. Who was the architect? Can you send a comment? I want to keep it in mind when I see you're on. I don't know if you are an architect, but you just said that something about architecture. So I'm kind of skipping past this area. There is a lot of cool stuff around here, but I want to be mindful of my battery and my plan for the day. I will go do Ginza another day. We start working down that direction, we'll see a lot of really cool shops going towards Ginza. Really neat area. It's kind of like you see a little bit of the typical neon lights and like craziness and you know, stimulus of Tokyo. Sorry, I missed your question about residence. Can you send it again? It disappeared. Oh, Adrian, you're the architect. Cool. So anyway, Ginza is kind of cool because you have like all those kind of neon lights and that typical kind of look of like Shinjuku and Ikebukuro and all of that kind of stuff. But it's like also really kind of clean and manicured and organized and very nicely paved and all that kind of stuff. So it's like a nice blend, I feel, of like a very modern part of Tokyo that has that sort of traditional and typical atmosphere that people really enjoy. So, and it's a good place for shopping. You can get a lot of stuff there. They have all the big Western brands. They have like big Apple store and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there's a really great shop there called Itoya, which is a great stationery shop that has all kinds of stuff for like office supplies and home supplies that you should visit if you come to Tokyo as a tourist. And if you go to Ginza, it's like 4 or 5 floors, maybe 6. It's great. Yeah, Ginza's really cool. Nice restaurants too. They're expensive, but you know, if you want to spend like one night in Tokyo where you do some fine dining, go to Ginza. I would say that'd be, for a first-time visitor to Tokyo, that would be definitely a top place to visit. Another thing is I'd recommend going on the weekend instead of the weekday, because on the weekend they close the road down for cars and they only let pedestrians walk around. So it's really cool because you're in this like super big shopping area, but you don't have to deal with car fumes and dodging vehicles, and it's like silence. You know, and Japanese people are pretty quiet, so there's not like a whole lot of talking or screaming or whatever. There's no honking, nothing. You're just walking around this kind of open plaza, and very peaceful. It's very flat, nicely paved from store to store. Sometimes there's music playing. So definitely go to Ginza on a Saturday or a Sunday if you were to go. I also, like I said, also go to Meiji Jingu on a Sunday if you visit Tokyo, because you have a good chance of catching a wedding. So you have a few ways that you can kind of organize your trip in Tokyo. Like if you want to go to Tsukiji, where we just came from, try not to go later or, you know, on a Sunday like we just saw it's closed. So rather than going to Tsukiji on a Sunday, go to Ginza or go to Meiji Jingu. Try to like organize your trip around what day of the week it is in some places. For my YouTube, I have been kind of going apart from my usual. Look at this footpath that's just like right over the street like that. That's really interesting. My usual thing on Reddit is to stick to the really low-key, kind of charming older neighborhoods and suburbs, and Shitamachi and that kind of thing. But so far on YouTube, I've done a lot of really active touristy places, like developed areas. So it's been a little bit of a change up. But I will start to go back to do my low-key style on YouTube as well. I just thought I would do some of these places to kick off YouTube and gather some interest. You said, are you guys still talking about Itoya? Yeah. I would love to do a stream in Itoya. As long as the Wi-Fi was fine and people were okay with me filming in there. I'll ask for permission, but that would be a really good one. It wouldn't be anything more than just like, you know, shopping and looking at products, but it's a pretty unique store. You could spend like several hours in there if it's your thing. Okay, so we kind of skimmed the edge of Ginza, Higashi Ginza, for a little while. You got a little flavor of that. I'll save a stream for Ginza another day. Maybe a night stream there would be better than a day stream. Well, then again, Sunday daytime would also be cool. Hey, is the connection and the resolution keeping up for you guys okay throughout this stream so far? Oops. I went the wrong way. Why did I do that? Maybe I can fix this. Cool, I'm glad to hear it's pretty consistent. I noticed that when I really stop and slow down, the connection goes up, you know, because the bit rate is not being interrupted. If I stay like one alley and just freeze or move really slowly, it's really nice. But when I'm trying to be mobile and move around, it's not always easy to do that. Shiodome. Okay, so do you see that building right there? From the distance, it's hard to tell, but it's a really, really, really big, super tall building. That's the Dentsu building. That's the biggest advertising agency in Japan. They're this mega huge company in Japan. I think in terms of size and revenue, they might be the biggest advertising agency in the world as well, still. And they own that entire building. So the entire huge building is owned by them, and all of their executives that fill up every single floor and every single section of that entire building is just massive. I mean, tons and tons and tons of people. And it's just this kind of famous thing because people see it, and it's this massive, impressive, tall, huge building owned by one company and staffed by the whole company. And because of COVID-19, everyone started working from home, including people at Dentsu, and that's tons of people. You know, it's not good for, you know, maintaining the whole building is very expensive. Real estate, especially here, really key central part of Tokyo, and the whole empty building. So I read a story that they were either considering selling it or they already decided. I have to go back and check if it was finalized. But I don't think that they would go out on the news and say they're considering it unless they're like really considering it. Like they're really gonna do it. But I don't know if they're all gonna go fully remote or just change the plan, but it was pretty big news in Japan. This huge building that's like iconic that everyone knows is called, it's literally called the Dentsu building, is gonna change ownership. It's really crazy. You see these kind of like huge, beautiful, shiny architecture and nice pavement and nice brick lane and everything. And then you just see like this tucked right into the middle of it, you know? These really old buildings that are still inhabited, just tucked right in the middle. It's like, you know, it's kind of like, no, we will not leave. We will stay. And like right across the street, you have this really fancy apartment complex. That is a slim house. Yeah, I love this little kind of variety of old and new all blended together like this. All right, from here, let's go, well, let's just cut down here. Rather than, you know, I say this like almost every time I do a stream, but when you're trying to go somewhere and you're watching the map, don't just stick to that. If you have time, you know, don't just stick to that main track. It'll just keep you on the main roads, like the fastest way to get there. Try to, you know, take a little detour through the back roads, you know, if you feel safe and comfortable, and you should, but, you know, just up to your own judgment. And then, you know, you never know what you might find just tucked away. Am I an architecture fan? Yes. I don't know anything specifically about architecture. I'm not at all versed on architecture, but as a very, very basic, just general person when it comes to architecture, I appreciate it, I would say. I wouldn't say I know anything about it or anything, but yeah, I absolutely appreciate it, especially as I traveled a lot in the past few years. I really came to appreciate the design of buildings. I especially like really old Japanese architecture. That's why I'm always showing people the traditional houses, like the kawada roof, the tiled roof. It reaches so high, it almost looks like it goes into the clouds, right? Oh, cool, look at this. This is a little electric vehicle. This is Japan Post. This is a Japanese postal service. I believe it's a privatized company now. It used to be government owned, but that's EV. It's a little electric vehicle. Can't even hear it. It's super silent. That's great. Here's the Japan Post office right here. Couldn't even hear that go right by me. So you can take these things if you want to cross the street. You can go right inside there and it goes underneath the street and pops out at the other side. It's like a little tunnel underground. I would show it to you, but I'm worried I'll lose connection in there. So I'm not going to do it today. Nothing special, it's just a tunnel. While we wait for the red light, just look around. Oh wow, look at this. I think I've seen this online a few times, these kind of little weird, talk about architecture, little capsule building thing. Oh, that's interesting. The green light shows up better on the phone than it does in real life. For some reason, that light's kind of weak right now, but it shows up pretty good on the phone. That was weird. Yep, it looks like it's gonna rain. I think it'll rain tomorrow. It's pretty cold. I'm not though, I'm all bundled up. But yeah, it is cold and dreary. And tomorrow it should rain. It actually might start raining tonight. A few hours from now. So now we're in another kind of interesting area called Shiodome. This is where, oh my God, look at the building. It's right there. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's so shiny and smooth. What an interesting bit of architecture. Another kind of interesting area that would be worth walking around another day, which I might do. But again, I'm going to kind of skip past it because I want to be mindful of my battery and my plan for the day. I have something in store for you guys, so I hope the battery will last. I think you'll be pretty excited. For anyone who's been watching my streams for a while now, I think you'll be excited when we get to the final checkpoint. How many levels? Ah, man, good question. Well, so this building right here has 47 floors. So 47 for that building. Yeah, the movement called Japanese metabolist. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of those capsule. I call it capsule. I don't think that's the right word, but that little boxes on the side of that building with the circle. It's been showing up in a lot of Reddit posts, like Japan recently. I thought it was like a kind of popular thing. Should I just take this footpath real quick? Let's take this footpath. Hang on. I'm going to cross over and take the footpath. Oh. Talking about architecture, this is kind of cool too. You have a couple of things here. One, you have the stairs with the bike ramp in the middle. You know, bikes are very popular in Japan, especially in Tokyo. Then you have, for the visually impaired, you have the yellow dots so people can feel it. And also people who are not quite blind, but also have the maybe colorblind or like just like limited vision, they can see the bright yellow stand out. Look at that beautiful color. This is what I talk about when I say the greenish blue of buildings in Tokyo. You see this all around the city, that color of glass. And when the orange glow of, it's too bad we're not going to get a nice sunset because today is kind of a gloomy overcast. Oh, it's blocked. I'm blocked. I should have known. Anyway, when you get that overcast, that golden hour, it looks really nice against that color of glass. I should have known better. It's all like blocked off and roped off. Now I feel bad. I shouldn't be here right now. Don't do this, guys. If you're tourists, I'm just like an idiot right now. Sorry about that. I'm using like half of my brain because I'm streaming. Okay, let's go around the long way then. Oh, here it is. The sign is saying not go. Yeah, sorry about that. Don't copy that. I wasn't fully paying attention. Security guide probably came out to talk to me and realized that Okay, I'm going to the final checkpoint. It would be cool to go down there. I gotta find a way around now. Okay, I gotta take like a really long way because of the construction. The reason I cut through is because I thought that I missed the entrance earlier on, so I thought I would just walk over the rope, but it was obviously roped off for people like dummies like me. Take a little bit of a detour, which is going to put me off track. And it's always the mystery of how much battery I have left. YouTube really needs to fix that. Come on, YouTube. YouTube, you got to be able to show people how much battery they have while they're live streaming mobile. What's going on? So that's a different building, and then again, here's what will soon be the old Dentsu building. You can see Dentsu right there written on the post. Really big. See if I can find a way down. Ghost town, right? It's like nothing. No, residential, no, it's all office buildings around here. I'm sure there's a few residential places mixed in, but it's all office buildings. I wonder if this way will let me pass. Let's try. Let's try to go down here. This is called Shiodome, this area. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. I'm just stuck here right now because I'm trying to find the way to go. It might be more interesting if we walk this way. I'm going to go again further out of the way, but this might be a more scenic route since we already came from that other way. Yeah, I think the answer is two things. Corona, but this is a really big commercial district, like a lot of office buildings, so it is a Sunday, so that's why it's empty, because people don't live here, they work here. I mean, there might be some people that live around here, but the mass majority of people only come here for work. So on a Sunday, it's relatively dead and quiet. But on a weekday, it would be totally packed and hustle and bustle and all kinds of activity and people moving around. Oh, there is a Taco Bell down there. I didn't even see that. The rare Taco Bell in Tokyo. I only know about one other Taco Bell. In Omotesando, or like Omotesando, Aoyama area. Is it the first one in Japan? Huh, I didn't know that. All right, we'll stick to the main road then for a few minutes. We'll do one more view of the architecture. The train is right above us. That's the building. Sorry, some of you guys said that the quality is getting a little bit low. There goes the bullet train. See that? That's the Shinkansen right there. It's cutting through the city. That's the Shinkansen bullet train. It looks really cool when you're in one of these buildings and you're up at the very top and you can see all of this Shiodome and Shimbashi and stuff. When you can see all of this from above and you see the Shinkansen just kind of, because it slows down when it goes through the city and it just slithers like a snake right through this incredible like sprawl of a city with this kind of like all these different kinds of buildings and colors and shapes and stuff. And it's just, this is a really cool part of the city because there's the train again. Because it is so, there is such a variety of buildings and it's so central. And when you're above and you just watch this really smooth Shinkansen, it kind of takes like an S shape almost. And it just slithers through it like cuts right through the city and it looks really cool. And when you're in a building watching it, you know, you're silent because you're in the building, so you can't hear anything. You're like way up high and you just see it kind of silently slice through the city. It's really, really interesting looking. So I keep saying this, but this is yet another really interesting area, which I'll save for a future stream. I'm also gonna pass it. I passed like a lot of really key, cool areas, which would be great for streaming, but I really have a mission where I'm trying to get somewhere. So Shimbashi is another really cool area. I'm really on the edge of a lot of really neat places to view in central Tokyo, but I'm passing right past all of them because I do have somewhere I really want to go. Nice lights. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail. As much as I'd like to stop and observe this little shrine right here, I'm just gonna peek in because we're on a mission. But it is cool though, right? Like right in the middle of the city, you always have a shrine or a temple just tucked right in. The background over here, that's Tokyo. This is classic Tokyo right here. Taxis going by. Shinkansen in the background. A little patch of green. All right, we keep moving. Hey, look, a little crepe vending machine. No, sorry, it's not crepe. It's ice cream. I was gonna say, that would be weird to have crepe. It's ice cream. Someone asking about the religions. I really go into depth with that on a lot of other streams. I'm not an expert, but I've talked a lot about the Shintoism and Buddhism in Japan and all the shrines and temples that we visit. If you keep up with my streams when I visit shrines and temples, I typically try to answer some of those questions at a very surface level. I'm not an expert, so I just answer what I know. Somebody lost their helmet. At least that post is protected now in case something falls. Ooh, Shinkansen, this is the great view of it. We missed the front of it. Silently slithering by. Wait for the end of it. I guarantee it's mostly empty right now. At this moment. Maybe another thumbnail shot. Okay, I think we're almost where I want to be. Nope, still got a ways to go. It's okay. It's a cool area. Enjoy the ride. I don't know if my battery's gonna last. I'll be very sad. I'm gonna kind of stop with the detours now because we are kind of at the limit right now. 70 minutes. I've never gone this far. Luckily, I charged my battery the whole time I was doing the Reddit stream, so I started with a full battery, and I haven't got the 20% notification yet, so we should be fine. But I'm not going to do many detours because I want to end this stream the way I planned. What do you guys think? This is a whole different side of Tokyo than I usually show you. Totally different face, eh? I really went like on a huge, long way of getting here. This is a cool area. Ah, you know what this is probably? Let me check the map. I think we're in a place called Italia Street. Is it? Yeah, it is. Well, I said I'm not going to do a detour, but guess what? We're going to do a short detour. And I'm really sorry if we don't get to the end where I said I was going to, but let's just do a quick walk. This is called Italia Street. Look at this, all the kind of cobblestone, like brick pavement. It's a area that's inspired by Italian architecture, and look at that. Japan loves to do this kind of stuff, like have little different country inspired spots. Look at that, we suddenly transported to Europe. I won't stay that long. I think we've seen about all we need to see. That's pretty cool, huh? I'm sure they have some Italian restaurants around here, and actually, you know what? I can cut through because it's still going in the right direction. Yeah, no, Kagurazaka is more like French influence. This is Italia Street, so this is like Italian. Is that an Italian car? Oh, look at that. It's a little maid cafe. I don't know if they want me to film them, but I'm gonna do it because look at that, we came across a little maid cafe. I won't film the guy inside. Is it a maid cafe? No, I don't think it's a maid cafe. It's just a place where they dress like, is it? I don't know. It's just like they dress like little, I don't know. It's just like they dress like little, 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 I want this guy to move so I can film the inside, but he won't. I wonder if they'll wave to me. No? Anyway, we already saw. It's like a little cosplay kind of place. It's not made though. It's some other kind of like European style thing. I'm gonna cut through this way. I feel like I'm in Europe. Did she give a heart sign? I didn't see that. I feel like I'm in Europe. Wow, I'd love to sit down there and have a wine. Glass of wine and just watch the people walk by. First time I've ever been here. I knew about it, but I just never visited. I literally just got done saying I'm not going to do any detours, and then I just went right into a detour. But I think it was worth it. Let's get back on track. Yeah, I've been to Europe a few times. I've been to Germany, France, Luxembourg. I was in Switzerland only in the airport, unfortunately. Where else? I mean, UK, it's not Europe anymore, but UK, of course. Let's cut through here. Am I missing somewhere? I think that's probably it for Europe. I'd love to go to Italy. That's my dream. I've never had a chance. I guess I've had a chance, but I haven't taken the chance to go there. I've been I've been to oh, it's still Europe, just not EU. I'm not sure the correct way to say it. Anyway, I've been to Paris probably the most. I've been there several times. And then I went to, one of my favorite places would be Munich, Dusseldorf. Absolutely beautiful. In Germany, yeah. I visited Munich, really beautiful place. Drank lots of good dark beer, ate lots of schnitzel, a lot of Bavarian food. I put on so much weight on my trip to Germany and France. I don't remember how much, but I remember I put a lot of weight on. It took a while to burn off. Because you know, it's pretty expensive to eat like cheese in Japan. It's expensive and you only get small amounts. The food in general, you get small portions, but it's really tiny amounts. And you know, bread also, and you don't get like that many options of good German dark beer unless you go out of your way to find it. So when I was in Europe, I just like gorged on all kinds of cheeses and sausage and schnitzel and good food and dark beers, and I put on so much weight within just like a short period of time, but it was worth it. Dusseldorf was really cool. Down by, I think it's called the Rhine, right? The Rhine River. I remember having a dark beer down by the Rhine. It was beautiful weather. It was a Friday. It was sunny. All these people were sitting out like on the plaza and on the grass and looking at the water and just drinking out in public and just happy. That was a good experience. I also love Paris. I always like had like really low expectations for Paris because I thought it would just be one of those places that was, you know, overrated. And I think that was the best way to go into Paris because I went in with really low expectations, so then I came out with like really high appreciation. Let's take a small detour. Yeah, Paris is beautiful. That would be a cool place. I wouldn't really feel probably that comfortable, honestly, streaming there, but that's a cool place to walk around. I love the architecture there, of course. Everyone does. It's world famous. Cobblestone is beautiful. Atmosphere is just nice. This is kind of a half detour because it is going to get us in the right direction. Anyway. So I'm going to say it now for probably the 7th time on this stream, but now we're in another couple cool areas nearby that I'm also just kind of hugging the edge of, and I'm going to skip past for the sake of this mission. We've probably skipped past like 5 or 6 really cool areas in central. Yeah, I know, I'd love to go to Rome. I really, really want to go to Rome. But yeah, here's a craft beer shop. I've skipped past some really cool areas, which I'll save for more in-depth future streams that were not part of today's plan. I literally kind of like the Shinkansen, I slithered right through a bunch of neat, high energy areas. I went right across the edge of them. I'm doing a footpath tracker right now, so I can't wait to see how it downloads after this and show you guys. Is it? Huh? I don't think that is. No, is it? Is that the Tokyo Tower right there? It looks too short to be the Tokyo Tower. We're within view. I think it is. I think that is. We're within view of it, so that should be it. Let me check my map real quick. Yeah, that's the Tokyo Tower. Oh, that was the Tokyo Tower. I knew it was close, but I didn't know it was visible from here. Look at these little sake pottery. Sake cups here. Okay, and I did a stream in this whole area. It was great. It was one of my best streams. How do I get around here? I hope we don't get another place that's blocked. I think it's okay. I did a great stream around this area. It was really fun. I did a random one, like a bonus stream, and it got tons of viewers. And it was one of those kind of lucky streams where I just hit a bunch of really cool stuff. Should I go over this walkway? No, I'm not going to. Oh, we've kept about a consistent 100 viewers on this whole time. Thanks for sticking with it, guys. I wonder how many steps I'm gonna get on this one. It's a cold night, but I'm like sweating because I put a lot of layers on and I've been walking so much. I also have I have this. I showed it on the Reddit stream. I'll show you guys. This is called Kaido. You should buy these if you come to Japan in the wintertime. It's just this kind of material that you expose it to oxygen and it just stays warm for like pretty much the whole day. And you just stick it in your pocket and it keeps you warm in the wintertime. I stuck some sticky ones on the bottom of my feet. So my feet are like totally sweating right now because they're so warm. They have sticky ones and non-sticky ones. I put the non-sticky ones in my pocket, the sticky ones in my shoe. Don't stick it to your skin though. That won't be good. You want to stick it to the fabric. How do you spell it? So if it was English, I think it would be K-A-I-R-O, Kaido. The pretty cheap. You can just literally get them at any convenience store. There's convenience stores everywhere. Like, look, right now. If you were right here right now and you wanted to get one, you would just go right over there to that 7-Eleven. Right there. They'll be right there on display. It's winter time, so they'll be probably at the entrance. Whenever you go into a store, convenience store in Tokyo in the season, they always have the stuff that you really need quickest and most common right at the beginning, right at the front of the shop. So if you walked in there, you'd be able to buy some pretty quick, whole bag of them. So you don't need to buy them before you come here in the winter. Just you can get anything in Tokyo. So pack light. Don't bring a lot of stuff. You can literally buy everything you need here. If you're like trying not to bring a big bag and you want to just get stuff that you need here. Oh yeah, no, 7-Eleven is a Japanese company now. It used to be an American company. It was bought by a Japanese company. It's called 7&I Holdings. So they're all over the place in Japan. Are they reusable? No. They last for a good day though. And sometimes you get lucky if you have like two together and they're like stuck in a pocket. They'll really heat up and they'll last like pretty long. But no, they're only good for one day. Sometimes less than a day. We're almost there. This is a really cool area. If you are having a long trip in Japan, if you live in Japan especially, but if you have a long trip and you have time to kill, if you're going to be here for a while, you can go, and you're in the summertime especially, you can go on a boat from Tokyo all the way out to an island off the coast of Japan, which is still Tokyo. So Tokyo actually has several little islands that are really, really far, but they're all still part of the Tokyo metropolitan area. And the cool thing is that because they're like little islands, you know, they're obviously beautiful and it's really incredible experience to be there. But the cool thing is they're owned by Tokyo, so they're taken care of really well because Tokyo is so wealthy. And so they keep the maintenance of the island really nice. And you know, all the pavement is nice and like everything just looks good and well taken care of. But you can take a boat out there, and usually it's like an overnight boat. So you get in at the nighttime, and you have two options. You can either buy like an area that has like a tatami floor, and you can sleep inside the boat. What I did with my friends was I slept on the top of the boat. So you're literally just sleeping on the hard floor. We had a couple of sleeping bags, and you're just sleeping on the boat, like literally on the floor, outside, wind blowing, night sky, and you get all wet because the mist of the water is shooting up, so you're just like soaked in the morning from all the mist. And then you wake up in the morning with the sunrise. It's like super bright. All these people are standing around you. You've got like bedhead, drool on your mouth. You're literally waking up. Like imagine waking up in your bed like you do every morning. Think about how you look, how you feel, all of that. But imagine it being like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning, and all these people are standing around you, literally like tourists, and their families and their kids are standing around you, and you're just laying on the ground. And yeah, the deck, thank you. That's what it's called, the deck. And you wake up and you're like, oh, okay, I guess it's time to get up. And it's really bright, and you're probably hungover because you were drinking all night with your friends on the deck. And you get up and you're just like, there's the island, and you can see it in the distance, and you're like, land ho, this is great. And then you can go and do all kinds of stuff. You can hang out, you can go swimming with dolphins, you can, you know, take a bike around the island, all kinds of things you can do. And there's several islands, they're all really beautiful. The thing is that you have to be careful because sometimes the weather, you know, can be bad, and then they have to cancel the boat or something. So you want to make sure you really have the time to dedicate to do it. There's also an island that's really far away. I think it's still part of Tokyo. It's off the coast of Japan. And it has like a volcano inside of the middle of the island. And it's really hard to get to because it takes a long time to get there. And you have to really be dedicated because if the weather is just slightly bad, they will cancel the ferry. And you can get stuck there. So you have to really kind of be like, look, I got a ton of free time. Doesn't matter if I get stuck here. Yeah, Aogashima. I think that's what it's called, Aogashima. Really difficult to get to, but it'd be kind of a cool life experience, I think, if you went. I will say though, if you go do these things, they keep you on kind of a strict schedule, you know, like early mornings and lots of activity. And okay, we are here, and honestly, we are at the place at the end of the mission, but it's not what I wanted to show you. But I don't know exactly where the thing is that I'm looking for, so you guys are also going to be kind of looking for it with me. But I might as well just tell you now, since we're here. But this is where, hang on a second. Let the suspense build. I'm not going to say anything yet because I want to see if I can find it first, which I think I can. If you were to take that boat ride, make sure you stock up on some stuff here at the Family Mart before you get on the boat. You never know what kind of things you're going to need. If you're going to be drinking, you want to get one of those little liver drinks that I showed you guys. Someone said Idle Cafe was written on the board. I didn't see Idle Cafe. I'm waiting at a light and there's like no cars here. Come on. Why am I doing this? Because I'm a good citizen. I'm trying to make up for that stupid act of walking on the working area that I did, where I walked on the construction area. I feel bad about that. So that was my kind of redemption, to wait at this red light when there's absolutely nobody else around. Welcome to Hinode Pier. Let's see if we can find what I'm looking for. Silence. Silence. You say I'm too hard on myself, but I've been living in Japan for many years, not many, several years, long enough to feel guilt when I do something that the locals would frown upon. Long enough to feel guilt from something that the foreigners that live here would frown upon. Because you would probably most likely be frowned upon by foreigners living in Japan than Japanese. Japanese might be a little bit more forgiving and say, hey, it's okay, he's a foreigner, he doesn't know the rules. Foreigners that live here are like, you need to know the rules. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. We can find somebody who I can ask. Oh no, you can't say boo rules. There's too many rules here. If you want to visit Japan, you have to abide by the rules. This is a very much of a rule society. Okay, a rule-based society. Man, okay, I think I know where to go. Yeah, you learn to respect it. I mean, when you first arrive, you're like, oh, these damn rules. But then you start to realize, like, no, rules are necessary. Law and order is necessary. Let me know how the connection is. I don't want to lose you guys. I'm going to cut through here. Tell me if you start getting bad connection. I hope it's not closed off. Oh man, that would be such a bummer if I can't see it. Oh no, it is closed. What a sad ending to this dream, if that's the case. Hang on. No. No. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Hang on a second. Somebody, can you look it up for me online? I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for now. Let's do this together. Let's find it together. The reason I came out here is because I'm looking for the Banksy artwork. It's supposed to be on number 2. Help me, go online and help me find it. It's the Banksy graffiti spray paint. We don't know if it's actually the real one or if it's somebody else's, but it's supposed to be on Pier 2. It's supposed to be on Pier 2. At the Hinode harbor. I want to end the stream with it, but it looks like I can't. It looks like I can't. It's supposed to be on number 2, but all the gates are closed. Yeah, it looks like it's probably gonna be closed. I have to probably come back another day and do it. What a bummer. Yeah, let's try upstairs. It might be upstairs. Banksy is Banksy. Super famous graffiti artist. No, I won't do anything illegal. Ah, man. That's sad. Guys, look online. See if you can. I checked a few articles. All I read was that you can find it on display at number 2. You said wrong pier? Okay, tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. You said it's the wrong pier? Just give me directions. Where did I get in here? Sorry, I missed some of the comments. You guys are saying waiting area for passengers between 10 and 7 p.m. Yeah, it's not 7 p.m. yet. So is it indoors then? I thought it would be outdoors. This is the waiting area. Hey, sorry, I missed your comment. Can you go back? Sorry. Number 2 passenger waiting area. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the rat holding the umbrella. Number 2 passenger waiting area. This is a passenger waiting area. This is number 2. Is it open? No, it's locked. Oh, I bet it's inside there. They would put it inside. What? Oh no, there's a door. There's a door. Okay. Number 2 passenger waiting area. Oh, look at that. It opened for me. Number 2. Number 2. I hope I don't lose you guys the connection. Number 2. Did you guys comment yet? Metal flood barrier. Metal flood barrier. Where? I want to ask someone, but I don't think I'll be able to explain this in Japanese enough. And if I ask, they might say, no, dame. That's number 3. I'm gonna ask this guy, but I'm worried if I ask, he won't know the answer, so he'll just say the answer is no. You said you don't think it'll be inside. Metal flood barrier. Sumimasen. She didn't want to answer my question. She just went. She booked it. Metal flood barrier. This is A3. Where is... Oh, there's actually people waiting. A1. Where is A2? Waiting room. A2 is over here. Okay. Hanging on a wall. closed in a frame. Thanks for your help, guys. I'm trying to find it. Let's see, this might be 2 over here. But it's not the waiting area, though. Yeah, like a red kanji. Red kanji. Where is it? I don't know. Where's the waiting room? Maybe I can ask this guy. Definitely indoor. Let me ask this guy. He's coming in. Hi, すみません。Banksy の家、Banksy の家どこですか？2番 Waiting room 2番。
わからん。
Waiting room 2番。どこですか？うん。
待合所
Where? Okay. Yeah. Doesn't know. Actually, why don't I just not be an idiot and read the map? Ah, so. Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. Hi. Okay, so I was in the right place. This is waiting room 2. Okay, let's see. Some say it doesn't even exist, huh? Yeah, he was guiding me. Okay, it's in here then. If it's gonna be anywhere, it's in here. Sorry that it's choppy. Waiting room 2. Metal floodgate. Metal floodgate. What? I don't see it. It might be like inside of like here, like a museum almost. It's probably inside of this place. This is waiting room 2, that's for sure. It must be inside of one of these. It might be closed early because of the pandemic. It might be in here. I have a feeling it's in here, but it's closed because things are probably just shut down right now. Or maybe this is waiting room 2. Why would it be all the way back here though? It wouldn't be all the way back here. It's a hall with white granite panels that are about, brown or orange chairs looking outside. The picture shows it for the black frame. Secret door. What the heck? Why is it so hard to find? You think they would just have it on like easy display? I wonder if it's inside there. It might be in that door, and that door is locked. I'm looking for the metal floodgates in waiting room 2 to find the Banksy painting. Sorry guys, this might be a bummer, but we might have to... I already have only 20% battery left, so... Oh man. Maybe they just took it away right now. I don't understand. Under a TV with lights above it. Under a TV with lights above it? Was there a tatami floor? Because we just saw the tatami floor. This is crazy. You know what? I'll bet you it's inside of here. It's probably in there. That's locked and I can't go in there. Orange chairs. You said orange chairs next to a glass wall. This is a glass wall. Oh yeah, you know what? I think it is in here. There's some like blue and yellow chairs. Oh, you know what? I think it's in here. I'm pretty sure it's in there. It's hard to confirm, but there's like a waiting room. It might be the second waiting room. Yeah, the battery has done well, hasn't it? That's too bad. I came all this way. All this way and we couldn't find it. Yeah, the chairs are... Not back there. Unless it's in that one room. It's not over. We might have to just call it quits, unfortunately. There's no one around here. Too bad the internet's not very helpful on this one. It just says the same thing, right? Everything's closed. I would assume because it's kind of like a public display, since everything is closed, maybe they also close the exhibit. Sumimasen. Banksy no ie. どこですか? Banksy. Banksy の家。
バンクシーの絵はね、日の出の方ですね。
そうそうそう。
そこ出て
こっち？
左手に進んで、
こっち？
そこのドア。
こっち？
ドア
左？
出て左に進んで、どの辺だったか途中なんですけど、どこから見えるかはねちょっとわかんない。
ぐらい。
おおよそ多分。
はい。
バンクシーの絵ってどこから見えるか知ってる？
ない？こっち、はい。
こっち？
はい、はい、
こっち
そうそう。
方向に行って、
うんうんうん
多分途中どっかだとごめんなさい。
ありがとうございます。
すいません。
いえいえ。見て。大丈夫？大丈夫。Okay. ありがとうございました。どうもありがとうございました。Oh, she was so sweet. She knows what I'm talking about, but she doesn't know exactly where it is. Hang on a second. She was so nice. There's actually a woman in there right now who's literally looking through the guidebook, and she's trying to find it for me. But I'm not gonna wait because I'm worried about my battery. She didn't say to wait. She was just like looking. But they said it's out here. She said if you turn here, go left, it'll be out here maybe. Maybe. It's somewhere. She said turn left and just keep going straight. Continue this way. I should have asked her, I should have said, was it outside or inside? That's what I should have said. Well, hang on a second. Should we check indoors real fast? I don't think it would be here. I don't think it would be in this kind of really nice looking building. Huh? You said it's not there anymore. Oh, really? You might be right about that. She doesn't even know, so. Passenger terminal. This is where we just were. We were literally just here. Okay. You said the gray stone or the... Wait for the... Yes? Huh? Yes? Why are you saying yes? Does that mean it's here? Yeah. I might come back in this building, but I'm curious to just look around the edge real quick because, the gray stones. You said gray stones? Gray stones? You're talking about like these? Like, why is it so hard to find? I thought they were trying to show it off like a tourist attraction. Someone will watch this video that knows exactly where it is and will be like, ah, what an idiot. No, it's not here. This is the hotel. What? We might have to give up, guys. I'm gonna let you have a warning that my battery will not last, so it will die any moment. Well, we haven't hit the 10% yet, but usually after I hit the 10% notification, it will die shortly after. I hate to go bother them again, but it's inside next to like rows of orange seats with blue cushions. No. But this is not the pier, is it? This is like some other... Okay. I know you keep saying yellow chairs with blue cushions, but I don't see any. Actually, no, there were, but I want to go ask again. Yeah, I'll be fine on the way home. I know how to get home. This was the same place that we were already, so there's no point in going in there. I'm gonna go just check in and see if they like talked. They're probably so bored right now because there's no one here. They're probably still talking amongst themselves and probably said, "Oh man, that's where it is. I know where it is." Man. You think you're on the wrong side. It says Takeshiba. Okay. Yeah, we're in... where is this place? I like how you guys are all staying invested on this, though. I read that it was removed. I hope that's wrong. They said it was removed temporarily, but then they put it back. Uh-oh. Hey, guys. We just hit 10% battery, so it's going to... The phone will die any moment. So let me just say thank you now and goodbye, and I'm sorry that we couldn't find it. If I ever figure out where it is, I'll send you guys a photo or do a stream. But I tried my best. So let me just say goodbye now, because it will be any time now that the battery will die. I'm gonna go bother her again. I don't think that they're too busy, so I'll just tell her I couldn't find it. You guys can listen to my really bad Japanese while I ask. すみません。はい、ないです。じゃあ、わからない。できない。
バンクシーの。
バンクシー、そうそう。
ああ。
バンクシーの家。
ミュージアム。ああ、
それ7時から、7時まで。Even if we find it, I think the battery won't last. Hi.
こちらの方のバンクシーのミュージアムってわかりますか？バンクシー？
Nobody knows.
We go to next pier.
So. South Tower?
So, 10 minutes on foot.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Yes. From
はい。そう。Do you know? So, 左?
yes.
左? そう。
これか。
She said it's 10 minutes from here. I don't think my battery will last 10 minutes. What I could do is I could charge it and you guys will be really shaky.
ああ。
Hey guys, I'm gonna charge my phone and I'm gonna take it off so it's gonna be really shaky. So sorry about that. But we can keep the stream going. Hi, すみません。
はい。
はい。
日本語は少し。
少し話せます。
浜松町から来ました。
そう。
浜松町。
うん。
で、今ここです。
浜松町。
はい。いや、今竹芝。
はい。
なんで戻ります。
今どこですか？
今ここです。
はい、そう。
浜松町に戻って、ここですね。そう。今この辺なんでこの道通って戻って、浜松町の反対側南に行くとまずあります。1、2で、まっすぐ向こう。
わかりました。
品川の方に歩くともう一個バンクシーがあるんで、そしたら次は海の方に行ってください。こっちに。そうするとここにもあります。で、日の出はここから10分ぐらい向こう。
はい、わかりました。
逆に
ここからこっち。はい。こっち。
そう、浜松。でも今ここなんです。なんで戻ると大変。なんで逆に歩きますか。10から1まで。だと日の出に向かって出てこっちに。
はい、わかりました。はい。
までかな。それが終わったら。浜松町の方向に歩けるんで。
はい。オッケー、わかりました。
大丈夫ですか？
はい、大丈夫です。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
どうもありがとうございました。Super helpful. Okay, guys, hang on. Let me charge my phone, and like I said, it's going to be really bad shake, but しょうがないね。Let's do this. I hope it doesn't die while I'm trying to charge it. Where did I put my... So I got my... This was really funny. So I was talking about like the... All right, guys, sorry. It's going to start shaking a lot. Sorry about that. Okay. We're gonna stay live, but it's gonna be really poor quality because it'll shake so much. Okay. Sorry about the shaking. We'll go back to smooth soon. I just don't want the battery to die, so. Okay. Should be okay. Did I use up all the battery? Oh no, did I use all the battery already? I think we're good. Should be charging right now. If it's not, I'm really sorry. Usually it starts vibrating when I plug the battery in. When I plug in the backup charger, it gives a little buzz. But this time it didn't, so there is still the possibility that it won't charge. But let's hope for the best. Okay. Those people were super hopeful. Sorry I'm not reading any of your comments right now. They need to have like a better map system. Hang on one second. I'm just checking my map. Okay, so that reminded me of a funny video on that Dogen. He's a YouTuber in Japan, and he's like listening to someone give instructions, and they say he keeps going hai wakarimashita hai. They say wakarimashita like, do you understand? But you just keep saying yes anyway to be polite. Okay, so 10 minutes this way. That guy was so helpful. They were all helpful. I didn't read any of your comments for a long time, so if you gave me directions, then just send it again, because it's going to be hard to scroll back. But I know where to go, basically. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I was in such a hurry to get here. I know where to go. Because I wasn't looking at the map properly, I thought I was in a different place. I'm in Takeshiba, like you guys said, not in Hinode. So I was like so busy not really paying attention to the map and worrying about my battery that I actually went to the place right next to it. I see. That's so obvious. I gotta pay better attention. Yeah. It's really close, actually. And it's really obvious. Like, the internet... Yeah, Google is actually really accurate when they say where it is. It is the right place. I stopped paying attention because I got excited when I saw that mast of the boat. And... I thought that was the same place. No wonder none of them knew. They were all like, I don't know. That was not Hinode Pier, that's why. Hey, is the shaking like really terrible? He told me to go kind of further away, but I think he was just trying to make it easy on me. He told me to go up, like all the way there and to the left. But I'm gonna take my own directions because I figured out that I'm an idiot. And I knew where to go from the very beginning. I didn't go to the right place because I stopped looking at my map once I arrived and realized that I didn't finish following the directions on the map. So, I actually did know how to get there from the start. The problem was I thought I was in a place that I wasn't. The whole time I was convinced I was already at Hinode, but I was at Takeshiba. I didn't know that was called Takeshiba. Anyway, here's a pretty view. Someone said, "You're not an idiot, you're just careless." Thank you. I think that's a compliment. Distracted by excitement. It smells really fishy around here. By the way, I only have 30 minutes left until the exhibit closes. It's a good thing I asked again. I wonder, it might be here, or it might be the next one. Let's start with here. Sumimasen. Banksy no museum, どっちですか?
はい。
Banksy no museum. Banksy?
ミュージアム。
Banksy no 家?
あ、どこだろう。
あ、大丈夫。すみません。はい。はい。Blue, oh, you said it's the symphony, huh? Is that the Blue Sign Symphony? How do I get over there? It says Hinode Pier. Symphony Cruise. You say keep walking? You said left at the traffic lights? You mean like keep going up here? Do you want me to keep going here? A bit more south. Okay, thanks for that. I would like to switch back to the stabilizer, but I'm gonna let it charge for a while. Okay, here's Hinode Pier. Bumberton, what do you think? Here? Or keep going? Follow the tracks, huh? Okay. Oh, you said yes. Okay. Why should it be closed after all this time? Because this is waiting room 2, but it looks like it's closed. After all that effort. Yeah, this is it, but I think it looks like it's closed. It's probably been closed this whole time. You're looking at it. Really? Where is it? Is it outdoor or indoor? It's got to be indoor, right? Right there, you said? But is it indoor or outdoor, Bomberton? It must be indoor. No, not breaking in. Damn, that's a shame. I kept you guys on such suspense for so long. Why would they close? Maybe because of the coronavirus, it's closing early? It's inside, huh? Let me see what time they're closing. They don't have anything listed. They don't have the, they closed at 2. They closed at 2 o'clock. It's supposed to be open till 7 every day. 2 o'clock, wow. But it said every day it's supposed to be open until 7. Man. So it's inside there. Well, now we know. If I ever happen to be around here again, I'll come back and take a photo or do a stream. Yeah, that sucks. Why would they say open until 7 every day and then they just decide to close it? Well, now we know where it is. If you guys ever visit and you want to see it, now you know how to get there. I don't even see it. I'm like looking inside. I'm looking inside the window and you can't even see it. So I feel like even when you get this far, it's probably still a challenge to figure out, why do they hide that thing? Why would they hide it all the way out here? Yeah, I see yellow chairs. They're not yellow. You can see kind of, they're not yellow. They're kind of a wood with blue cushion. And there's a TV there with the lights above it, just like you guys said. That's it. Maybe is it under the TV because they have it blocked by a divider thing. Even when it's just within reach, they blocked it with the divider. They really didn't want us to see it today. Maybe that's like a marketing scheme. Let's just make it really, really... They were like watching my stream and they're like, oh, we can get tourists to come out here. Go block it, close the doors early, write down 2 o'clock on the window. All those people that were waiting to see it, they'll come out here and we'll get some tourism dollars. No, I'm just kidding. That's a shame. Why is it closed so early? It must just be the COVID and the lack of business, lack of people, tourists using the boats. Man. Yeah, below the TV, right? Well, at least I know exactly where it is now. Too bad. What a shame. Anyway, we got within reach, guys. It's there. Yeah, we'll come see it someday, but this is like really kind of, I would never normally come to this area, honestly. This is kind of, well, it's not that far from some other good areas, but Thanks everyone for trying. That was great teamwork. We all worked together on that one. Used technology and the internet and team spirit. Bob Burton is saying, wait. What do you mean wait? There's no way. We saw it. It's blocked by the TV. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I've been doing this for an hour longer than I planned. So I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna use the restroom and I'm gonna go home. I was planning to stop at 5:30. I can't believe I made the battery last. I have to like go back and thank those people. I will tell them that I found it. I wish I could return to them with a photo. Look, I found it. Mishte. But Mishite's meat. Look at me. I said, mite. They would be so happy. They would be so happy to help me. But now I can't go back now because I'll be so embarrassed. Like, oh man, guys, it was closed. Someday I'll come back and I'll take a photo and I'll show it to them. You want to see the lights? Without my stabilizer, how's it looking? Alright guys, I'll end here with the nice beautiful city lights. Thank you as always for watching. Small crowd, but a very good crowd. Quality over quantity. Sorry we couldn't end with my plan. We skipped a lot of great, interesting destinations on the way to get there, but I'll find a way next time. I'll go early. Anyway, thank you, take care, be safe, enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, your morning, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.